particular time thought I was scared of him, you know, that I was afraid. So he said, Floyd don't want to fight me. I'm willing to meet him at 152 pounds or 152 and a half. And me,
you gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to be Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
Roy Jones Jr. against Andre Ward, Terence Crawford against Floyd Mayweather at 47.
Floyd Mayweather has finally responded to Terence Crawford calling himself the better fighter. According to Floyd, Crawford's win over Canelo was great, but it doesn't put him above a man who retired undefeated at 50-0. Mayweather reminded everyone that while he's always praised Crawford as pound-for-pound elite, being great in one era does not erase what he accomplished in his own.
Think wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me?
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd?
I don't know. I thought you'd hesitate maybe even a bit, but no.
Nah, not at all. You know, that's one of my favorite.
The tension escalated after Canelo Alvarez, the only man to share the ring with both fighters, declared, "Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather." That single comment shook the sport, because nobody knows better than Canelo what it's like to face both men at 2 very different points in their careers.
Is the greatest of all time. Now, I know it's hard because obviously you've been with Floyd and a lot of people saying Floyd is great, but does that at least put him in that conversation with your Floyd Mayweathers, your Manny Pacquiao's, your Sugar Ray Leonard's, all the greats of the past, and obviously Canelo obviously as well because he'll be there. Does that put him there?
Yeah, for sure. You know, of course, nobody will ever fly.
By jumping up to weight classes and BETTERTHAN Canelo, who was seen as untouchable above 160. For over a decade, Crawford's legacy reached new heights. He's no longer just the best of his generation. Fans and analysts are now asking, is he the best male boxer of the entire century? And the only man standing beside him in that debate is Floyd Mayweather.
Back from tonight.
Fue una gran noche para el boxeo. Me siento muy orgulloso de lo que se logró hoy. Como mexicano me siento muy orgulloso de lo que he logrado.
Even A. Smith reacted immediately. While he didn't fully agree with Canelo, he highlighted a key difference: Floyd was nearly impossible to hit, while Crawford has shown he can take punches and respond. With Floyd, we didn't see him get hit because you couldn't touch him. With Crawford, you see him absorb shots, then adjust for Smith. This distinction lies at the center of the debate.
Hello, just one, please. Guys, we gotta go. We don't. Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? It's just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy.
Crawford's daring style, beating bigger men, versus Floyd's untouchable defense is the clash of philosophies. Some fans side with Canelo, arguing that Crawford's risks prove greater courage.
You got to give it to Floyd. Floyd at that time, Ben, what's up? Floyd at that time versus Canelo was in total confidence. His skill set, his IQ, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do, he was just a complete fighter that night. But I feel like was up against a lot because he was fighting a guy that we knew something about, but we didn't know too much about. People don't understand how.
Others echo Stephen A., saying Floyd's perfection, winning with minimal damage, is the true measure of greatness. Ryan Garcia added fuel with one of the harshest critiques of Floyd we've ever heard. On Ring Magazine's show, Garcia claimed he changed boxing in the worst way possible. According to Ryan,
career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people, but
are you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime? You ain't in your prime when you at 36. That's not your prime.
Did he lose? I mean,
your prime is in your 20s.
It's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so and that's why Canelo was saying what he's saying.
Don't you? I mean,
make himself look.
Mayweather mastered picking opponents at the right time, never facing anyone truly in their prime. Ryan did give Floyd credit as a business genius, but he spun it negatively by carefully managing risk and protecting his record. Garcia says Floyd inspired a culture of avoiding danger. Me, Tank, Canelo, Crawford were trying to reverse that. We take risks. He even pointed to his own loss against Gervonta Davis as proof he's willing to do what Floyd never did.
Been through wars.
100%. Crawford is a young gun trying to prove himself, in my opinion.
Garcia's words exposed a generational divide. Floyd's era was about strategy and control. Crawford's era, at least in perception, is about daring challenges. This isn't just a fantasy fight anymore. It's a clash of philosophies. Fans are split. Some defend Floyd's Hall of Fame resume. Others argue Ryan is voicing what fans always believed: Floyd perfected the art of safe greatness.
It's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really.
Max Kellerman broke it down with nuance. He admitted Floyd's resume is deeper, but pointed out that he carefully chose timing after leaving lightweight. In contrast, Crawford's willingness to fight anyone at any time makes his aura different. Kellerman even compared the current buzz around Crawford to the aura Sugar Ray Robinson once had, a fighter many still call the greatest ever.
You thought about going for 51-0, beating Mayweather's record with 50-0. Is that something that you thought about?
I already said I wasn't never gonna beat Mayweather record. That's not something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
To be honest, I was gonna retire if I didn't get this Errol Spence.
Kellerman explained right now. Crawford gives people that Sugar Ray Robinson feeling, like he beats everybody. But he also issued a warning: legacies aren't sealed overnight. Roy Jones Jr. once held that same aura after beating John Ruiz, only for later defeats to tarnish it. Crawford's story is still being written.
Member, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
Oh, yes.
That makes a difference to
Kellerman emphasized that Crawford's dominance is undeniable today. The boxing history is filled with examples where 1 or 2 late losses changed public perception. If Crawford stopped today, his legacy would be untouchable. But continuing means risk, and that risk is what fuels both the admiration and the debate. The boxing community is split. Some argue Floyd avoided Pacquiao during his prime years. Others fire back that Pacquiao himself delayed the fight due to blood testing disputes. These debates highlight how polarizing Mayweather's legacy remains, even as
Canelo fight and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. He's a GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie, Chet, nutritionists. You know, everybody played a part.
Canelo's
on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 100.
Crawford builds his own. Interestingly, Floyd has never disrespected Crawford. Even before the Canelo fight, he called him pound for pound #1 of this era and even offered to work with him under Mayweather Promotions. But now, after Canelo's bold claim and Crawford's rise, Floyd has shifted from praise to defense, reminding everyone that he's still the undefeated king. Though Floyd has not confirmed any comeback, his fiery responses and Crawford's dominance make the fantasy fight feel closer than ever. Boxing is a business of timing, attention, and opportunity, and right now, everything is aligning. Mayweather versus Crawford isn't just talk anymore. It's a fight fans believe might actually happen, from Canelo's shocking words to Stephen A.'s breakdown, Ryan Garcia's criticism, and Kellerman's historical comparisons. One thing is clear: the boxing world is no longer asking if Crawford is great. They're asking if he's greater than Floyd. But the only way to answer it once and for all is in the ring. Who's your pick? Floyd Money Mayweather, the undefeated legend, or Terence Bud Crawford, the man rewriting boxing history?